Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. Glad to have you here, whether you're first timer, long timer, cross watcher. Everybody, always welcome to this somewhat unusual read. Unusual from the standpoint of it's all about your manifesting ability capacity. So I don't predict, I don't prognosticate, I don't talk about other people in your reading. I talk about and focus on you and you alone and your ability to manifest better, more successfully, more quickly. We begin right here with the Hyper Shuffle. May I present to you the Tao Manifesting Tarot for today. Let's get to it. We begin with the frequency, the key frequency, the key to the door to your manifestation. Oh, of course, you can opt out as well, I suppose. Anyway, it is chop wood. Chop wood. What does that mean? Well, it means a number of things. First of all, getting down to work, certainly, right? Chopping wood, that's the deal. But why would you chop the wood? Ooh, it helps you live better. It keeps you warm. It helps cook your food. It's the necessary stuff. Not necessarily the most pleasant, but it is, without a doubt, very essential to you living your life. Chop wood. Okay, good. So we have that idea. That's the frequency. Alrighty? So chop wood, work, get stuff done. What are you trying for? How about this? Ace of Wands. You're finding that passion, that joy, that enthusiasm, that positivity in your life. For many people, they're just going through the motions. It's just doing the stuff that you do every single day. Get up, go to work, watch TV, eat, whatever, and do it all again the next day. More so over the past couple of years. Life has become even more routine and in many ways more limited. And if you are like many people, you are becoming aware of the limitations. And that sucks the enthusiasm, the positivity out of your life. You want that back. You want that back. So that maybe the chopping wood idea. Remember, chop wood, essential, right? For food, for warmth. You can feel things moving forward. In fact, we're in the shadow period right now, I believe, of Mars retrograde. Mars is going to, in total, be retrograde, go through that whole motion. Take about 6-7 months. Won't be till the beginning of next year. I think February, March of 2023. That's unusual because Mars usually goes through a sign, about a month and a half. And it will be in Gemini, for the people who do the Western astrology, for about 7 months. Mars in Gemini, thinking, moving. And it's not big movement, too, because Gemini is not the big stuff. Jupiter is the big stuff. Those are the big plans. Gemini is the day-to-day kind of stuff. It is the literal chopping wood energy. And that's what you're beginning to feel. You're beginning to go, you know what? I don't have the joy. I don't have the enthusiasm in my life. I got to find a way to bring that in. Some area of your life really needs some serious work. You know that. You can feel it in your bones. You're looking for justice. You're looking for fairness. You're looking for balance. Your life right now may not, from the outside, from somebody else viewing, may not be out of balance. But what you're feeling is an entirely different story. You're feeling out of balance. It may be as much of an internal process as anything else. And so that's why the idea of the Ace of Wands is so very important. You know the wheel of fortune is spinning forward. You know time is moving. You know it's important to get down to the business, which in this case is chop wood. But you're exhausted. And Gemini, or Mars being in Gemini is the sign of thinking. It's a mental sign. And you see here we have the Four of Swords, which is taking a break. Maybe that's what you're going to do. Maybe, you've just been spending the past 2 or 3 years trying to kind of fix things halfway, not fully committed, but halfway, kind of experimenting more than anything else, and you're just exhausted. And yet you feel this energy to move forward. You feel this energy to chop wood. But you're exhausted. I think the Four of Swords says basically it's not so much a question of being exhausted, maybe just giving up, or maybe just deciding I'm going to give the mental process a bit of a break. It's just tying me up into knots. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an act of faith. Now, if we're talking as we were, the first card out, the Ace of Wands, that is more of an emotional card than anything else. Right? Positivity, enthusiasm, joy, peace. The Fool believes in all of that. I love the Fool card. I've said it every time, at least for the past few months, as much as the Sun. Because for me, the Fool is not a fool. The Fool is an act of faith. And that's what faith requires, is the belief, the trust, the knowing. I can't give you how I'm going to get to the destination. I just know I will. That kind of thinking. And that's what you want to do. You want to get to a place where you are the Ace of Wands. You have joy, enthusiasm, positivity. Hard to do right now because, oh man, the Five of Cups will just have you looking at everything that you're missing. We're still in a transition in many regards, but I think we're breaking out of that more and more. And that's what's putting the pressure on. People are beginning to see things for what they really are more and more every day. Slow process, but beginning to see, beginning to awaken. But for the past couple of years or so, what they've been looking at are the cups in front of this guy here that are spilled, missing the two in back. And another tarot card, you got a bridge, you got a castle. All he has to do is take the two full cups, focus on what he has, and move forward. And that's what you're beginning to do. You know that to be that Ace of Wands, to have that enthusiasm, joy, and passion, you got to chop wood. You got to take care of business. And the Seven of Wands, in essence, says that is exactly what you're doing. It's an act of defiance. It's taking a stand. It's battling. Taking the offensive. Not necessarily with anybody else, but with yourself. Because ourselves are our greatest enemies. We stop ourselves more than anybody else. And remember, here we have, first card out, what you're going for. Ace of Wands, enthusiasm, joy. Here you have the Seven of Wands. Defending your right to have joy, positivity, and enthusiasm in your life. That's where you're at. That's where you're at. I mean, you understand the process. You understand what chopping wood means. It's just getting there. And the Hangman says you're close. You're close. There's just another little something, another piece of information, another something will give you a chance to get a different view on this whole thing. And that'll make all the difference in the world. You're that close. You're that close. And the Gemini, Mars combination over the past 7 months, or next 7 months, is going to provide that opportunity to review and to do and to move forward, and to do so on a very practical level, so that you can be very much like this Nine of Pentacles. Now, right now, it is a vice versa card in reverse. And remember, when you have a reverse, it doesn't keep it from you. She's a very independent lady. She knows her sense of self-worth. Absolutely. But because it's in reverse, it's still a work in progress. Still figuring out the details. And that's, I believe, what the Mars and Gemini for 7 months is going to give you a chance to do in a very practical way, in a very basic way, in a very real way, hands-on kind of a way. You are going to establish your sense of value. You're going to establish that Ace of Wands we looked at first. Positivity, enthusiasm, joy, more of it in any event in your life. But to get there, you got to chop wood. So there will be this task where you have to really take a look. And I believe the Mars in Gemini for 7 months will open up that opportunity. It won't be easy. There'll be a lot of other things going on. But all of it aimed at making sure that you become this Ace of Wands. You become this joy, this positivity. Like I said, it's going to take a little bit of faith. You can do this, though. But I think that's what chop wood is all about. Remember, chopping wood is essential for heat, for food, for cooking, all of that. That's what you have to bring to your life. Not for food or cooking or heat, but for the day-to-day stuff, the stuff that brings you the joy and positivity. You can do this. You can do this. For the folks at YouTube, thumbs up, of course, always. Be sure that you share, subscribe, and especially like. More tarot manifestation tomorrow. I hope you're here with me. I do a brand new read every day, 365. If you're not, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to manifest tarot together, as always, Peace and blessings.